You MGTOW men really need to get your acts together and stop acting like little boys. I mean, this walking away from women thing is really old and childish. Who in the world hurt you anyway? And why y'all trying to get every man in this world to turn away from women? You know, I stopped by the post office early in the morning the other day to get some stamps. There was nobody in the lobby except for an older black guy who was doing something on his smartphone. I said good morning to him and he just acted like I wasn't there. I thought at first that he didn't hear me. So I said good morning to him again and he still acted like I wasn't there. So I just stood there for a few moments trying to figure out what was his problem. I mean, I'm a good-looking white woman, and he should have at least stopped what he was doing and acknowledged me. But instead, he just kept on doing what he was doing and acting like I was invisible to him. I finally said God bless you to him to try to shame him into talking to me. But that didn't even work because he still just ignored me. I just stomped off and left him there. You men need to just stop this mess and get over it.
I was the older black guy in the post office that day. And yeah, like she said, I totally ignored her because I was super busy and I was trying to do something which was of a critical nature. I was in the post office because that's where my business P.O. box is located. And like I said, I was conducting some important business, which I was using my smartphone to access the USPS website to get some shipping information because the post office was not open at that time. So when the woman tried to speak to me, she was actually interfering with what I was doing, that being trying to ensure that a critically important document was shipped properly. I look at things this way. When I'm out in the public and I see someone who is obviously busy, I just MYOB and leave them alone. I don't pester them by trying to get their attention by repeatedly trying to say hello to them. I just leave them alone. This is because as a MGTOW man, my validation of who I am as a man is not contingent upon who does or does not speak to me in public. The other aspect of why I ignored the woman was as a MGTOW man, I limit my interactions with women as much as possible. As well, I have seen this typical to pattern behavior with women hundreds of times before in the past. That being doing anything and everything they can to get the attention of men when in the public. And this is again when men like me have no interest of talking to women because they're trying to do what they need to do, thereby proving what I and other MGTOW men have been saying all along, that it is women who desperately need validation, not men. Finally, I had long since grown tired of the hypocrisy and BS of women, that it is we men who harass them in public, when from my own prior personal experience, it is women who harass men in public. And also the reality that I could be thrown into jail just because I smiled and said hello to a woman in public. Which if I wound up in jail because I just innocently smiled and said hello to that woman who was a snow bunny in the post office, she most likely would have whipped out the race card on me. You know how it goes. That old black dude in the post office. ... Oh, and by the way, that God bless you shaming tactic she tried to use on me, really tacky, man. Really, really tacky. What gets me the most with women is the overall sense that I, as a MGTOW man, need to get over all the things that have happened because of the powers which feminism has afforded women. Things which not only affect me personally, but have affected men worldwide. That being the persecution of men worldwide because they are men. It is what it is. Women now want men like me to get over it and come back to them no matter what. As a MGTOW man, who is on a pathway to freedom, that's not going to happen. I'm not getting over it, and I'm not coming back.